So first up, we have, for what this reading is about, you have the star, and that's clarified by the world. In your current energies, you have the Three of Cups clarified by the Page of Pentacles, and in your near future, you have the Knight of Cups clarified by the Four of Pentacles in reverse. What your challenge is regarding this situation, you have the Queen of Cups, and that's clarified by the Five of Cups, and your recommendations right at this moment, or regarding this, you have Strength reversed, and that's clarified by the Fool. Okay, so let's see. So this reading, I really feel like you guys, I don't want to say that you had some kind of turbulent time or whatever, but I really feel like you're moving into a little bit more of a relaxed phase. I think you might have come off something that could have been a little stressful, because the star represents, your hopes, your dreams. It also represents a period of kind of healing and maybe rebuilding, but really kind of being aware of what you want in life. And finally, you're almost at this point where you could now start moving forward, or start going after something, or start really getting in touch with yourself. But the way in touch with yourself as far as like kind of the excitement of what you want out of your life, or the next thing you might chase. I see it as more of like, I see it kind of almost like as a somber card a little bit, but a card of like renewal, after, because it comes after the Tower. So after things have been shattered, you've kind of been brought down to the ground to harsh reality. I think it's kind of, now you're able to just be in a place of almost like refreshment in a way. That's how I get this. But because the world is clarifying this card, I really feel like some cycle or something has ended, and now you are actually starting new, or you're starting a next phase of something. But I feel like the old cycle might have been a little bit tricky. I don't think it was disastrous, but I think you're kind of starting on this new path where it feels refreshing. I think that's what I get from this. It's a little bit more refreshing for you. So yeah, you've definitely completed something, and now you're transitioning into the next phase, or you're starting the next part of the project, or whatever this represents for you. And I think this is really based on, it has a lot to do with kind of healing yourself, and maybe taking a little bit self-care kind of time. That's what I'm really getting from this. And in your current energies, you have the Three of Cups, and that's clarified by the Page of Pentacles. So I think you're in a time where you're kind of, I don't want to say enjoying yourself, but enjoying those around you. The Page of Pentacles could also indicate messages. And because it's a Pentacles, it could be like maybe something about to do with finances, or a message about some kind of practical aspect of your life. It could be like you got a mortgage or something. So either there's something that you received a message and it's causing celebration, and those around you are partaking in that celebration, or you're just having a really nice phase. Or I feel like whatever you're doing, this might even be some type of work that you're doing on yourself, that now you're able to kind of open up to people and enjoy people a little bit more. So maybe, because the Pentacles, he's still students, so they're still trying to figure things out. But I wonder if for some of you, there might have been some stuck aspect in your life where now you're able to kind of move forward from it. You're moving forward kind of more with an open heart, more in line with the things that you really want out of life. And it's causing you this, you're working on it still, but you're kind of enjoying the process. That's what I'm getting, because I feel like whatever you're kind of doing or potentially working on, you're enjoying the company of those around you, and you're kind of just enjoying the process. And there's a little bit cause for celebration, or this more of a relaxed feel, which I really, really like. I feel like this is very kind of, I don't want to say relaxed energy, but I actually really like this energy right here. But let's continue. Now, what's coming in for you with the Knight of Cups and you have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So there might be for some of you, there might be a little love in your future. So the Knight of Cups, he's the romantic. He's the creative aspect in the tarot deck. He gallops forward with his heart, wearing his heart on his sleeve, and he just wants to give you his heart, and he wants to share his love and everything. But for some of you, this could be somebody kind of coming in that's kind of giving you a little of their heart. And then with this, the Four of Pentacles might be that you might be feeling a little resistant. You might be kind of holding on to what you have because you're a little nervous that this might go straight to hell or whatever. But for others, I think that you could be the one kind of moving forward, because there's a lot of Cups energy here. You could be the one trying to move forward a little bit more in creative endeavors or in passion projects or things that your heart desires in a sense. But I feel like with the Four of Pentacles here, even though you're moving forward, I feel like there might be a little bit of this, I don't want to say holding back, but kind of scared to fully let go of some aspect of your life that you're in control of, because when you're not in control, you're not in control, and it's a little nerve-wracking because then you don't know, you can't control the outcome. So there might be a little bit of fear, or you feel like you have to hold on to something and you can't just let your heart run free because you're not sure of the outcome. Which is, makes sense, especially because I do feel like whatever has happened, I feel like you completed something. And although I really feel like you're in this really good energy of healing and nurturing and just having a really nice phase, sometimes the residue of past stuff kind of still creeps up on us. It's like that. I always see, like the Ghostbuster movies with like the ectoplasm stuff. I always kind of see it as like that slime. Sometimes the residue from the past is like that slime, but we don't really see it, but it's on us. And some of us are coded more than others. That's how I kind of view this stuff. But anyway, now, your challenge regarding this is the Queen of Cups, and you also have the Five of Cups here. So the Queen of Cups, she's very nurturing. She's very, very balanced. I see her as somebody who's just really in control of her emotions, very nurturing. She's like the adult in the room, when it comes to emotional stuff. She's very caring. So because she's upright, I think, and because you have the Five of Cups, which represents kind of reflecting on certain things in the past, or not even just the past, it could even be the present moment. Maybe not everything is perfect for you right this second. Nothing is perfect for anybody, but we all know this. But you might be looking at the bad things and not looking at the good stuff. I mean, I know you look at the good stuff, but sometimes the bad stuff, you kind of look at it a little bit more because you're upset or something. So I think your challenge, though, is to not fixate so much on certain aspects that have not worked out for you in the past or currently or whatever, but to see the aspects that are working for you and to make sure that you stay in this Queen of Cups energy where you are still staying emotionally balanced. You're able to give compassion to others. You give compassion to yourself. And that if things come up, you're able to kind of almost like mentally process it without like jumping to the gun. Because this lady, to me, I see her as very, very stable, but emotionally stable. I love her energy. So I think your challenge is to remain in this kind of almost like emotional stability that I definitely think that you have. But I think because even with the Four of Pentacles here reversed, I think you might be holding on to something a little bit, especially because the Five of Cups here is also part of your challenge. And I think, I'm not saying get over it, I think that just be aware of it. Sometimes when you're aware that you're doing something, it helps kind of put that into perspective, and then it helps you be like, okay, well maybe I'm kind of blocking this because of this past situation, and now that I'm aware that I'm doing it, I can at least, maybe I'm still going to do it, but at least I'm aware that I'm doing it. So that's part of the process. I think that's like a good step to take, So, and what's recommended for you is Strength reversed and the Fool. Now, I really feel like this is saying that I think if you need to take more time I think you can take more time. Because to me, Strength upright, she's all about hanging in there. She's kind of that subtle power, that persistence. She can do it. It's going to take time, but she's in it for the long game, and she's it's that kind of a very subtle control, but it's very strong control. But in the reversed, I'm wondering if this is saying that if you're not quite ready to move on necessarily with something, because whatever this Knight of Cups represents for you, whether it is a knight in shining armor coming for you, my beautiful Pisces, or if you are ready to kind of give your heart to somebody else or something else, because this also could represent like passion projects, hobbies. Maybe there's something at work that you really enjoy doing, or you just want to open up in some kind of way. Even just open up to the possibilities of making new friends or something, whatever this represents for you. I think Strength here in reverse is saying, it's okay if you want to take your time. You don't have to rush into anything, because I don't really have a lot of rushy feeling here. I have a lot of kind of, to me, the Five of Cups is a little bit of that pause energy, because you're just like holding on, and the Four of Pentacles is reverses paused energy too. The Page of Pentacles, he's feeling it out. He's trying to figure it out. He's a student. He's trying to figure out what the hell he's doing. So I feel like whatever kind of you're coming off of this potential healing or this kind of this phase, I really feel like this phase is about you. And I think that you need to take that accordingly. And if you need to take a little time, take a little time. And I wonder if for some of you, the Strength reverse is saying almost don't add too many responsibilities to your plate at this moment. Take a little you time. Enjoy, if you're celebrating with friends or if you're just enjoying your life right now, enjoy your life for a little bit, because I feel like whatever you've come off of, you might need this little refresher period. So enjoy your life, enjoy yourself, kind of be opened, proceed forward kind of with this open heart, because you have so much of this heart energy here. But if you need to take a minute, don't add stuff to your plate right now. And the Fool is also clarifying this, and I think this is saying that you will be starting a new journey, because with the World reversed here, if you think the Fool's the first card of the major arcana and the World's the last card. So I think that you've ended one journey and you're about to start another one. The door is kind of open. The pathway is there, But I think this is saying that before you really, really embark on this new journey, take some time for you, take some time to really gather yourself, gather your strength, and if you need to kind of just recharge and refresh before you just start again, it's okay to do that. You don't have to just jump right onto the next path. I have a tendency to just like finish one thing out, and I'm like right on to the next thing. And sorry, and then I wonder why the hell I'm tired all the time or burnt out. And that's my problem, okay? And I'm working on that. I know I do it, so because I know I do it, it's something in the future after I'm finished with all this crap I'm doing now, I'm going to do something else. I'm going to do something like that I'm going to enjoy. You know what I'm saying? Something that's going to be a little bit more fun for me or something. Because like I have a tendency to constantly be getting involved in stuff, and then I'm like, why the hell am I doing this? But I feel like I gotta finish it, because I'm an Aries. We're not always good at finishing stuff, so I'm trying to like be very mindful of that as well. But anyway, this is not about me. This is about you guys and your journey. So yeah, I think this is saying that there is a new journey starting for you, but you don't have to like rush right into it. You can take a little bit time to kind of gather your strength, and enjoy yourself before you really start the next phase. Let's see what else we get for you guys with all the other cards. Okay, first up, you have White Raven Spirit, trust in the magic. And I think this is a moment where you gotta just trust and have faith, because I think whatever you're trying to heal from, or whatever you're trying to start, or you're in the in-between of actually like finishing one thing and kind of starting on the other thing, I think you don't have to have it all figured out right this second. And I think you have a lot of cups here, obviously. So I don't want to say there's not a lot of like, there's no swords really. That I don't think that, other than I guess the world, because if you had completed something, you've had everything. But I just think I think you're just in this time of just feeling and just enjoying, in a sense. And I think that this is number 66 as well, just in case that means something for anybody. I just think you just need to enjoy the moment, you know? Maybe not so much focus on the next path at this time. I think you can focus on it, but I just think you're in a point, almost like in a pause point, where you're just recharging your battery. So you just have to trust in the magic and just trust that you're going to figure out your path and it's going to be great. Now you have this psycho something, this word. Allow yourself to receive. Now I really feel like that's with this Queen of Cups a little bit, because she's very, very nurturing. And if this is your challenge, you might, I don't want to say that you might be overly nurturing or overly giving, because you have so much Cups energy here. You have so much of this emotional vibration, or this energy going on. So some of you have to make sure that you can receive. And if this Knight of Cups coming in is somebody that, you know, you're just, you know, allow it to be receiving, because some of you might be really, really holding on and fearful of actually receiving love or giving your heart out. Because if you start receiving love, then you might start getting attached to this person, and then you might be scared because like you might have had a heartbreak or whatever, and that's what this could represent over here. But I think this is saying that you need to just allow yourself at this moment to receive. And the Five of Cups here could be like you thinking about the past things that didn't really work out. So just be open right now. You don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to have it all figured out right this second, Pisces. But I just think you need to be open to like opportunities and things kind of going on. And you have the runner in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, listening to ego. I feel like some of you, maybe this could have been some breakup or something coming to an end, and it really tugged at your heartstrings a little bit. But I do think that you're in a place now where you're ready to move forward, you know, maybe get back out there with whatever. That could be love, that could be projects, business, it could be anything. It just could be even anything, you know. You could have had some disappointment with whatever it was. Something could have not worked out. And I think that, I wonder for some of you if this is a little bit of like a fear, you know, that you're holding on to something, or obviously the Five of Cups thinking of those fears or those things that didn't work out. But I think this is saying that just be aware if you are running from a potential situation that could be good for you. Just be aware of it, because sometimes being aware, that's like the first step. Now you have calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Now for some of you, whatever you're doing now with kind of going out, being out and about, you know, maybe you're going to be meeting somebody that's, you know, not a bad match for you. But I think even if it's not quite at this time, I think the Strength card is here saying that, you know, you can take your time. Because I think the Fool, I think if this reading is regarding kind of like more of a love reading for some people, I think the Fool is saying that you will be starting that new journey, but you're going to be starting it better because you're kind of doing the work and kind of healing from the old past issues. So you'll be able to start again, refresh and renewed. So, okay. Now we have opportunities. An important offer will be made. Be prepared and dressed to impress. So that makes me think of this Knight of Cups over here. Let me tell you, he's you know, he's giving offers. He's giving his heart. So, but this could also be, even for some of you, maybe for some of you this represents some type of like business venture or something, or kind of work thing or school thing or whatever. And the Page of Pentacles, you're still in the figuring out stage. And because the Knight of Cups could also even represent, let's say if you have a business partner or somebody, if you are going on an interview and somebody sees that you have a lot of skills, or for some reason they just really like you, they think that you're, you know, could be potentially very good for the company. That's kind of also giving, I'm not saying an offer of love, but they could probably be like, this person is the right person for this company. They're going to be fantastic. So that's also kind of like that energy as well. So some of you, this could be just a really good, you know, offer coming in. And I think because you have the Fool here about starting a new journey, I think that even though I don't think you need to really start right this second, the new journey, but I think there's something coming in where I do think you will be. So there is something that's starting, but I don't think it necessarily needs to be like right this second. I don't think you need to be rushing into it, but I think it's almost like a door opening, you know? And you have chakra balance. Embrace the balance between earth and spirit. I think this is just saying that you just need to balance your emotions. I kind of feel like you guys really are a little bit balanced. I know the Queen of Cups here is maybe about a little bit unbalanced emotions, but I think I just think that you guys are just really trying to figure certain things out and trying to like work through your stuff, if that makes sense, you know? Discover, spot new opportunities. Now you have another thing of opportunities. And I think even with the trust in the magic, I just think something might be kind of working out for you. I think this is really good, guys. Now the opportunities, it could be really anything. It could be even just something new you want to try. And it could even just be something, if some of you are really healing from something major, it's just almost like an opportunity kind of to help you heal further. So it could represent anything. It could be like a new friendship or something else that you realize that you really enjoy. Now when I stop struggling, I float. And this is kind of going with trust in the magic and also the allow yourself to receive. That I just think and even with the balance, embrace the balance and the between earth and spirit, embracing the balance. I just think it's like, when you go with the flow, sometimes the flow kind of takes you where you need to go. You know what I'm saying? And I think this stop struggling is kind of don't hold on too much to things that are not really working for you, and just be aware that you're not getting too sucked into things that have happened in the past, or things that are not being good for you, or have not worked out, I should say. Because I definitely think there's new things coming in for you, especially because you have the Fool here. I definitely think new things are coming in for you. And I wonder if, because of Strength in reverse is here recommended, I wonder if some of these things are going to be a little bit easier, you know? It might flow a little easier. And you might not be really expecting that or surprised that it's going to happen, but something might be just starting to flow for you a little bit easier. Now you have Raise the Vibe one breath at a time. Keep calm and ducking breathe. So yeah, you just have to breathe and just one step at a time. You know, if you're having this moment of this Five of Cups and you're feeling a little unbalanced, maybe, you know, take some breaths, and it could help you kind of refresh yourself or realign yourself. Now for little Bob Ross, you have no pressure, just relax and watch it happen. And this is another thing about going with the flow. You know, stop struggling, you float. So I just think that certain things I think doors are opening up for you. But I just think you just need to stay in this kind of positive energy that I really feel like a lot of you have this like positive energy. You might be a little moody or having moments here and there, but I just think this is so positive, guys. You know? And just even this goes going with allow yourself to receive and trusting in the magic. It's just like I think you just need to be doing you at this moment, and I think things are going to fit into place very nicely. I really love this. Now, for your affirmation card, you have today I live in the present. Today I will start with a smile. I am in control of my attitude. And this is just going with this Queen of Cups here, that don't feel overwhelmed, you know. You can control what you can, and just don't get too much in your head or in your feels about things that are not really quite going well. Just see the positive in it. Now, for your stress relief and self-care card, you have hugging or handshakes. Objective, show that you care. No one likes a cold hug. Make sure the first person you hug or shake hands today feels like you gave it a complete attention. Let me read this again. No one likes a cold hug. Make sure the first person you hug or shake hands today feels like you gave it your complete attention instead of feeling like your mind was somewhere else. You never know what someone can be going through. Be mindful and show them that you care simply by giving the person a big warm hug or a nice firm handshake with a bright smile. And this is just saying, be in the moment. You know, like when you're dealing with people right now, just be in the moment with those people. Don't be focusing on or worrying about things that you might lose or things that have happened, you know, the bad stuff or whatever. Just be in the moment, be in the celebratory energy right now. And even with this Page of Pentacles, kind of like feeling things out and being open to new opportunities and possibilities and stuff. Just kind of be in this like this positive energy. Now, for the spirit of the dish that shall be with you during this time, you have the spirit of the Celsi, which is the spirit of the sparkler or the sparkling water. Okay, for the dinner and a movie, you have Italian food and horror movies, and this is my kind of night right there. And for the energies that you either need to be aware of or tap into, you have Scorpio, and this is about transformation and major changes. And I see them as kind of really reviewing their shadow self or not being really afraid to delve into the darker aspects of themselves. You know, it's kind of about like that real true soul searching, but that deep soul searching. And I think for some of you, sometimes that could be actually very constructive, because when you face the bad aspects of yourself, you kind of have a broader understanding of yourself. And I don't want to say it's easier to change, because sometimes I don't think we change, but I think we evolve. It's easier to kind of evolve into a higher or evolve with a heightened sense of awareness. I think that's what I'm trying to say. And you also have Aquarius here, and this is about independence and eccentricity. And they're a little bit like outside the box thinkers. My mom is an Aquarius, and sometimes she can't even verbalize what she's feeling. Like if my dad's building something, and, you know, he's very logical. He, like, has all the plans. He's figured out all the math. He has all the steps. You know, he's doing it. She just walks by and she's like, you know what, Clive? I don't think this is going to work. And that's like the kiss of death right there. You know, you never want to hear my mom say that, because you know something is about to go straight to hell. And he's like, no, dear, it's going to be fine, you know, because he's done all the math. He's measured everything out. He's done all this stuff. He's figured everything out. And she's like, no, dear. No, I don't think this is going to work. And then, you know, within 15 minutes, they hit a speed bump and they realize, oh, yes, something was not accounted for, even though everything was measured. It could be something stupid, like very, very stupid, you know, like a drain or something, or like something silly, you know. And always that's like, then my dad has to go back, replan things, refigure it out, and then do it again, and then he gets it done. But it's like they have that almost like that keen intuition about things where they may not be able to kind of really verbalize it or understand why it's there. And this is also with other Aquariuses that I've met. So maybe this is kind of like saying right now that if you have like a little intuition and you can't really understand like why it's coming in, maybe listen to it because it could be something that's telling you something. Now, you also have this little guy here, and this is Uranus, and this is about independence and eccentricity as well. This is like that Aquarius energy too. And then you have the moon, which is all about emotions and habits. So I think that your emotions are very prevalent during this time, and I think even certain habits, and that could be even with the Scorpio energy kind of facing certain things that are your good parts, your bad parts, all your parts, And then you have 2 second houses, and this is about money, possession, physical environment, and your self-esteem. And this guy here, the skull, is number 6, so that means the special guest that'll be answering your questions today, Pisces, will be Mr. Predicto, because it's an even number. Think of those questions. He'll be out here shortly. Okay, so you have Y, Z, O, T, K, I. Let me try to reorganize this, make it look nice. So Y, Z, O, T, I, K. Oh, and there's an F hiding. The F was hiding. And 0697. And you have courage. And I think this for some of you, I think if you're in this healing phase and if you're almost starting to see there might be a little bit of a new path or new door opening, I just think you need to still have the courage to continue on what you're doing, continue your healing, and even though you might not be jumping on the new stuff quite yet, but just know that you will eventually, even if you're in this kind of, I don't want to say this pause mode, but enjoying yourself at the moment. I think you still even need to have the courage sometimes to enjoy yourself, because if you've been hurt in the past, you don't want to block yourself or be thinking of all the negative stuff when there might be something really, really positive kind of coming in for you, So sometimes that, takes courage. Okay, let's see what little charming we get for you. Oh, this one jumped out. Oh, this is the playful cat. Okay, so this cat, he just wants naps, he wants snacks, he wants cuddles. He wants to play. He wants to do his own thing. So this is just saying, just be fun at this time. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. Just don't be too serious right now. Okay. Now it is time. Think of those questions, Pisces, and we shall ask. Oh, Mr. Predicto, the most accurate prediction device to ever run off of batteries. What is the answer to Pisces' question?
Without hesitation, yes.
Oh, without hesitation, yes. That was like a big yes. Mr. Predicto is a man of many words, and those were the words he chose to speak here today. I hope you all have a wonderful day, week, month, year, lifetime, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.